Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing my May TBR. Before I get started, if you're new to this channel, please don't hesitate to sign up below as well as the notification bell. And if you're new, hi, hello, I'm Stephanie and I do love bookish content. I haven't been doing too many videos on my channel because I've been so busy, but I'm trying to do at least my TBRs because that kind of helps me a little bit with deciding what to read for the month. This month, of course, is AAPI, which means I'll be reading a lot of Asian books. That's going to be my priority. So that being said, let's get right into the books I want to read for this month. So first things first, I have my book club pick, which is the only book on here that is not AAPI Asian related because it was not chosen by me, it was chosen by my book club members, and that is Grey After Dark by Noelle Illy. I'm definitely butchering that last name. This is a thriller. I really have no idea what this book is about, to be quite honest. I just know that we were in a thriller mood. I gave a couple options and this is the one that they chose. And because of course May is Asian month, I will be doing the Asian readathon. So let me go through the books I want to read for that readathon first. As always, I will link all the information down below in case you want to check that out. But there are 5 prompts this time, and each prompt correlates with a movie that came out in the past year or two. Cindy talks about a lot more in detail in her video, so definitely check that out. But the first prompt over here is to read a book that is political or nonfiction. For this one, I'm going to go with Heavenly Tyrant by Shiran J. Zhao. This is definitely a very politically heavy book. It is sci-fi, it's fantasy, it's about politics. There is some queer romance in here as well. I really enjoyed the first book. This book was on the TBR for the longest time and it finally came out, so I'm really excited to jump into it. I will have to do a reread of the first book or do a very in-depth like overview and review of it because I don't remember what happened in the first book. I just remember robots and like a queer romance. It was like a threesome. It was like a female male romance, and yeah, I don't know, like it was a lot. But this is also representing the Chinese background. One thing for the readathon is that if you're choosing different books, you do have to pick different ethnic backgrounds and not just one. So I'll be picking a couple in this one. The next prompt on here is to read a translated or international book or a book that should have won an award. For this one, I'm going to go with Tales from the Cafe by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This is the second book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. It is super cute. I read the first book a couple months ago, actually for my last book club at my old job, and we really enjoyed it. It's a lot of like short stories, but they all revolve around this coffee shop where people go in, and then when they take a cup of coffee, they get transported into sometime in the past or in the future. And overall, it's a really cute book, so I'm really curious to see what book 2 will bring about, but this was translated from Japanese. The next prompt on here is to read an emotional book or feature an older character. For this one, I'm going to go with The Lion Woman of Tehran by Marjan Kamali. Really hoping I pronounced the name correctly. This is all about Iran and I'm really excited for this one. This is also a finalist for Book of the Year 2024 for Book of the Month, so really high ratings for this one. It's supposed to be a heartfelt epic new novel about friendship, betrayal, and redemption against 3 transformative decades in Tehran, Iran. Very excited for this one. The next prompt on here is to read a retelling or an LGBTQ plus book. I'm going to go with Heavenly Tyrant. Like I said before, there is a queer romance in here. And the last and final prompt is to read a fantasy or bestseller, which again, Heavenly Tyrant, like I said, it's a sci-fi fantasy novel. And there is a lot going on in this book, so really excited about this one. So the 3 books I'll be reading will be these 2 plus Tales from the Cafe, which I don't have. I'm gonna try to get that on audiobook. But honestly, I'm pretty excited about my Asian readathon books because it's not crazy, which is what I wanted. Moving on to my actual normal prompts for my TBR. So as always, I have my laptop over here and I'll be picking the prompt number 1. And that is to read a book with a strong focus on friendship. Okay, simple enough. Okay, so for the book with a strong friendship, I'm gonna go with Lion Woman of Tehran because this book is all about friendship. It follows 2 characters, Ellie and her friend Homa, and together they become really good friends and they share the ambition of becoming Lion Woman. And then of course things kind of get disrupted when things happen, and years later they kind of like reappear in their worlds, and a lot of them come together about like 2 women coming of age, pursuing their own goals, and there's also political turmoil, so it's about like it all revolves around their friendship. So I feel like this really fits that. Now we're on to prompt number 2. Book with a green cover. Again, simple enough. Definitely have a lot of books there. For the book with a green cover, I'm gonna go with Songlight by Moira Buffini. This is a book I feel like I've been TBR for a while, but I just have not read it yet, so hopefully this is the month I will get to it. This is not the final cover, but this is the cover I currently have, and it is green. Moving on to prompt number 3. Book set in the future. Okay, I have the perfect book set in the future. I was trying to scour my shelves for it, and I saw this on the list, and that is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. This one I've heard is really good. It won the Arthur C. Clarke Award, and it says the smartest evolutionary world building you'll ever read. So I have very high hopes. It is kind of a chunker though, so it'll either be fucking amazing or I'm gonna be bored out of my mind and DNF it. There's like no in between. We're on to prompt number 4. Book with a title that includes a season. Okay, so like spring, summer, fall, winter, something that relates to that as well. Now for this one, I swear I have chosen this in a couple of my TBRs. I have not read it yet, but for a book that has a season in the title, I'm gonna go with Winter's Orbit by Everina Maxwell. This one of course has winter, so it fulfills that, and it's supposed to be a sci-fi romance book, so I'm really excited about this one. I've heard good things. And finally, prompt number 5. Okay, genre hybrid, so something like romantasy is one, or like a sci-fi thriller, sci-fi romance, whatever it is. Yeah, I have a lot, of course, that fits all of this. Now for the genre hybrid, I'm gonna go with Heavenly Tyrant. This, like I said already, this is a sci-fi fantasy. There's romance in here. Definitely a hybrid of myriad of genres, actually. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. So I currently have these books on my shelf, plus the Tales of the Coffee Shop one, and then also the thriller one for my book club. But now I have to do my TBR jar. So because I technically forgot about it last month, I'm gonna choose 2 this time, and hopefully we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it'll either go great or it won't go great. So first things first, it is Fate Inked in Blood. Oh, perfect. I'm actually currently reading that book right now, so that's amazing. Next pick. All's Well. Okay, I actually already read that one. I didn't really like it, to be honest. I don't know why it was so popular when it came out. All right, next one, since they're both duds. Ruinous Fate. Okay, I do have that book. I have not read it yet, so I can add it to the list. Now I'm gonna be able to pick another one. I know I said pick 2, but I also, this is technically my 3rd one. And in the past, I feel like once I have picked a dud, I counted that as an actual pick. But this month, I'm gonna pick another one. Let's see. So Ruinous Fate, let me go grab that in a bit. So let me look at this next one over here. This will either be a great idea or a terrible idea of mine. Quicksilver. Okay, I actually cannot read this book because this is my June pick for the next month. So I'll leave it out because that's my June pick already. So sneak peek, that's my June book club pick. But I am done for this, at least. So I have Ruinous Fate over here. I'm actually really excited for this one. It follows about witches. It says it follows a woman called Calliope Rosewood, who is a witch with a long streak of bad luck. Like all witches, her fate is directly tied to Witch's Dice, which is a powerful artifact that have blessed her kind with limitless magic, but also sets them on a path towards destruction. One day, she has a grave secret. She's only 3 roads away from becoming the last blood warrior and starting the Fates War that would decimate her people and eradicate their magic. And then she has a betrayal from her ex, as always. She's then desperate to do what it takes to reset her fate, even if that means journeying into the deadly, never-ending force of said ex and his enigmatic older brother to find the one being who can help her forge her own path. I'm excited for her. I've heard good things when it came out or before it came out. I actually haven't heard much since then, so we'll see. But this one came out like 2 years ago, so it's been a hot minute. So today, these are the books I'll be reading for the month of May. I know I said I wanted to pick a lot of Asian books, but I couldn't find some of them for these two, and this one's like extra, so I can't really count that. But at least most of them, actually no, these three. Oh man, I did a terrible job with finding Asian books. That's fine. I'll find more Asian books to read later this month. Usually I'm a lot better than this, but I just could not find a lot of books with Asian authors for some of these prompts I had, and books I have not read. So that was like difficult. And also books I actually own, because that's what I'm trying to aim as well. So that's fine. But as always, if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Tell me these are all the books I want to read for the month of May. Let me know down below if you'll be participating in the Asian readathon, and if you are, what are you planning to read? But as always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you see more content of me, please don't hesitate to subscribe below, as well as the notification bell. And as always, don't follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.